Welcome back to The Man in the Middle. I'm your host, Bill West. Yesterday, Variety broke the news that Iced Earth guitarist Jon Schaffer has pled guilty to 2 counts of in the riots of January 6th at the Capitol in Washington, D.C. And we'll go ahead and go to the article. Iced Earth guitarist who became emblem of pro-Trump mob is first Capitol rioter to plead guilty. Jon Schaffer, a guitarist for the metal band Iced Earth, whose angry image made him one of the faces of the pro-Trump mob that invaded the U.S. Capitol in January, has become the first rioter to plead guilty for playing a role in the attack. A plea deal described the musician as unlawfully entering the Capitol building armed with bear spray, intending to stop or delay the congressional proceeding of certifying the presidential election. The Indiana native had faced 6 charges, but in the deal pleaded guilty to 2, both felonies: obstruction of an official proceeding of Congress, which could lead up to 20 years in prison, and trespassing onto restricted grounds of the Capitol while armed with a deadly or dangerous weapon, punishable by up to 10 years. A judge will decide his punishment, but the guidelines under which the deal was made recommends a prison term of 41 to 51 months. It's not as if the group has any imminent touring or recording plans that a stint in prison could interrupt. Following Schaffer's arrest, 2 members of Iced Earth, singer Stu Block and bassist Luke Appleton, quit the band. All of the group's other members had earlier signed a statement disavowing Schaffer and his actions in the insurrection. Schaffer's distinctively long beard and furious visage were captured in a widely disseminated photo that eventually appeared as part of an FBI wanted list. Given his level of notoriety as part of a metal band with at least mid-level success, he was possibly the most easily identifiable Capitol invader. The plea deal that described Schaffer as a founding lifetime member of the Oath Keepers, a large but loosely organized collection of individuals, some of whom are associated with militias. Some members of the Oath Keepers, including Schaffer, believe that the federal government has been co-opted by a cabal of elites trying to strip American citizens of their rights. The document describes Schaffer as being at the forefront of the mob that advanced on and eventually overtook the Capitol Police inside the institution's front doors as members of Congress raced to safety. It said that the rocker took on pepper spray in the face of retreating officers, and he thereafter exited the building with his unholstered bear spray now in hand, through the same doors that he had entered through approximately 9 minutes earlier. The document quoted that guitarist telling an interview earlier in a Million MAGA march in November 2020, a group of thugs and criminals hijacked this country a long time ago, and now they're making their big move, and it's not going to happen. People need to wake up and snap out of the matrix, because they're going down. They're messing with the wrong people here, trust me on that, and we need to be open like this. Open fraud, open theft, because now we see you and you're going down. Mark my words. If somebody wants to bring violence, I think there's a lot of us here that are ready for it. In the plea deal, Schaffer concealed his belief that the Electoral College results were fraudulent and is not a legal justification for attempting to forcefully advance on Congress. It is believed that the Justice Department may show leniency in his sentencing as a result of his guilty plea and ongoing cooperation with the investigators in other cases. A Washington Post quoted his attorney, Mark Victor, as saying, "He is the first person to plead guilty in this historic investigation to take responsibility for his role in the Capitol riot. He contacted the authorities as soon as he discovered he was a person of interest, and he self-surrendered." Former federal prosecutor Peter Skinner, as saying of the deal, "Clearly they're trying to send a message, trying to send a strong signal to other Oath Keepers and leaders that there is somebody in the organization that is going to be telling them everything they know about the organization." In past performances by Iced Earth, Schaffer has worn a Confederate flag bandana. He has been a guest on Alex Jones' conspiracy-laden show. In 2020, Schaffer did an interview in which he proclaimed that COVID-19 is a psychological warfare campaign on the people and warned against the global elite families that run the Federal Reserve banking system. Iced Earth released 12 original studio albums since 1990, the last of which, not 2017's Incorruptible, represented the group's chart peak to date. Schaffer produced the album and co-wrote all of wrote and co-wrote all of its songs, which included titles like Seven-Headed Whore, Great Heathen Army, Clear the Way, December 13th, 1862, a song memorializing the Battle of Fredericksburg and the Civil War. Okay, so I'm not quite sure how to feel about this. Seems that he has principles until they're inconvenient for him. So he's going to sell out his buddies to get a reduced sentence. Something if he really believed in, he would go all the way. But that's just my thought on the matter. I was standing behind him. I had hoped that he would actually beat it. But I hope he actually had the courage of his convictions. I think that's what I was hoping, was that overall, guilty or not guilty, that he would hold his convictions. But no, he surrendered himself, pled guilty, made a deal. So, yeah. I guess, by their fruits you will know them. And he's sort of, I guess he sold out. If he really believed in what he was saying, I think he would have served the sentence. But we found out where he stands. All right, I'm Bill. I'm the man in the middle. If you like what you've seen tonight, please give me that ever-desired thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share this on social media. Until the next video, talk to you soon.